Hey guys, Chris here, the RC Geek. We're out at the field. Wanted to give you guys a field review on the Freewing F4 Phantom. This is a review that's been probably a year and a half in the making. I hate to say because I actually bought these in the second round of the pre-release that they had, and I liked it so much decided to refinish it. Well, in the process of the refinish, I started filling in the panel lines. We moved into a new house, and that almost killed the project. But once I got settled in the new house, I wasn't going to be defeated, so I decided to just hammer through it, and I'm so glad that I did because this airplane flies incredible. It's such a nice flying airplane, and with the refinish, it just looks so much nicer than, you know, with the deep panel lines that kind of come out of the box. In terms of the assembly, it's easy to assemble, no big deal, no real problems there. One thing to note though is on the tails, make sure that you have your radio on and the servo set, and then set your tails so that they match left to right, because there is a possibility based on how they go on, they slide onto a knurled shaft, and then you tighten the set screw, and if they are off to each other, then you're going to have to deal with that through the trim. So definitely want to check that out before you fly the airplane. The other thing is, you know, the landing gear, they've got the trailing link, which I understand regarding, you know, grass operations. I do wish that they were a little bit more scale, but again, not really a big problem, except that, you know, you kind of get the short shooter Poindexter pants here on the wheels because the landing gear doors are too short. In terms of the finish, now out of the box it comes in a Southeast Asia camouflage, and it looks really, really nice with the Southeast Asia camo. Definitely no complaints there. Again, I did want to do the full refinish, and so went with this QF4 drone scheme called the Great Pumpkin. I wasn't sure about the red initially, went for it, and absolutely love how it looks on the airplane. Such a nice looking paint scheme, and there's definitely no issues seeing it in the air either. In terms of the refinish itself, guys, use the exact same process that I've documented on my channel. It's you can go to thercgeek.com/kit bashing. It's got all of my whole series on foam refinishing, filling in panel lines, painting, masking, anything you need to know on how to do what I've done here. Now, in terms of flying, guys, this is one of the truest foam jets I think that I've flown to date. It's such a straight flying airplane. It's very similar to the E-flite F4 also. They both exhibit very similar characteristics, but really happy with the performance, really happy with how it flies. Now, I have flown it with 6S, and I have flown it on 8S. This has got 8S in it right now, and you know, it flew great on 6S. Primary complaint was flight time. I wanted more flight time, so that was my primary motivation on going to 8S, and so the result was about a minute more worth of flight, plus I got a little bit more speed, and the verticals got bigger, which I was really happy with. All right, guys, so in terms of the controls, I've got a low rate set on everything, and so for aileron, I'm looking at about 55% with 12% expo. Elevator, 45% with 15% expo. And then rudder I've got at 100% because I always like to have the max there. Also, got up elevator mix with the flaps. The airplane definitely needs that. And one other thing that I did is I noticed that flying the airplane at full throttle, I kind of wanted to zoom climb. So I actually have a down elevator mixed in. I've got a 3.5% mix of down elevator with throttle. And that took care of any of that zoom climbing that I was experiencing. So, all right, guys, so let's give you guys a flight. This is 8 cells. Gonna give it a go, and yeah, here we go. Wasn't it sunny just a minute ago? Same shirt though. We wasn't happy with the flight, so I wanted to refilm. There we go. Alright guys, so there we have the Freewing F4. I forgot to mention, if you want to take a look at battery install, so I've got two 4S 5800 packs side by side to make 8S. The fan that I have in here, it's a Jet Fan 90 with a new 1415 1.5Y motor available from jethanger.com. And so great performance, really efficient fan. The Jet Fan 90s, I use them in a lot of my stuff, higher power stuff too. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really enjoy flying this F4. Interestingly enough, you know, it flew well before, but after the refinish, I noticed even in flying on 6 cells, the airplane actually seemed to fly a little bit better, a little bit smoother. Obviously, got a little bit heavier, but the airplane didn't notice that at all. And even with 8 cells, I find that the airplane actually lands a little bit better on 8 cells versus 6 cells. So it likes a little bit more weight on the landings because you can carry a little bit more throttle. It doesn't get as floaty. So, all right, guys. Again, thanks so much for watching. That's the Freewing F4 Phantom for you. I've got a full article on my blog, thercgeek.com, with all the control throw information, my Spectrum DX file if you want to download that as well. So, thanks again, guys, and until next time, I'll see you at the field.